Okay, starting this weekend's vlog. It's gonna be possibly a hard and interesting weekend. I'll let y'all know. I'll go into more on that later. But last night I started cleaning out my shelves and stuff. So I started going through like all my spices and stuff, and I have quite a list of things that I kind of needed to throw out, and I'm gonna have to edit this like so much. I'm losing my train of thought. I went through some of my cupboards already and kind of culled a few things. But I'm gonna do more of that today. I need to finish going through the pantry and stuff and my fridge and freezer, because out of kitchen stuff, it's really easy to look at our food items and go, yeah, you're expired. So once I get like my food items cold, then all I have is like kitchen items, like cooking tools and things like that. So that's what we're gonna deal with. This cupboard is super tall and deep, and it's where we've always kept like baking stuff and things like that. But I think I'm gonna do, because oh my gosh, I have the hiccups so bad right now. Part of my big excitement for this is that I really want to clear off counter space. Now, I have on one end Potter and his stuff, which I think I'm going to move him back down on the floor, to be honest, and just his food keep on the counter, because Gizmo cannot have access to his food. But as far as his water bowl and stuff, I'm going to move that back down on the floor, I think. I have my tea and my Advocare stuff, and then I have cooking tools, my flour, sugar, oatmeal, rice jars, which I also want to see if I can get them in the cupboard, just because they take up a lot of room. I have my Ninja blender and my KitchenAid mixer. I love having this out on the counter just because it's easy and it's kind of a heavy item, but I'm thinking that above my oven, it's not too high to where I feel uncomfortable getting it down. But it's also just big enough that it can fit my KitchenAid mixer. And then I have my toaster, but I use that quite frequently. So if I could at least cut down majority of what's always on the counter, oh, I would love being in here so much more. So I'm gonna finish going through the pantry and getting rid of anything that has not good dates. Same thing with the freezer and the fridge, and just reorganizing, and I will show y'all what that looks like in a little bit. Okay, so it's been several hours, which you wouldn't know that unless I told you that. But I finished going through the pantry and I went through the fridge. I need to do the freezer. But I also keep on getting sidetracked, and I've put my Ninja blender base up in my cabinets. I moved my, I had like a foldable bucket thing with all of my medicine in it, and I moved that actually to a drawer that only really had batteries in it. So I just put medicine with batteries because I live by myself, so who honestly cares? And I put my KitchenAid mixer up in the cabinet that I was talking about, and I moved all of my current canisters for like flour, sugar, oats, rice, and pasta in my pantry, because there's now tons of room for that. Because honestly, like, some of that stuff I didn't even like really remember having or buying. Some of it was definitely left from whenever my friend used to live with me, which that's been over a year now. Actually, that's been 2 years. She left in 2015. We stopped being friends last year. Side story. But we won't go there. So I didn't remember, I mean, because you know, like her stuff kind of got like pushed to the back and my stuff in the front. So clearing out all that stuff. And so now there's like tons of space, because honestly, the way that I've been grocery shopping for the last several months is the first of the month I get like a ton of cases of water to last for the whole month, because I'm always drinking water. I also have a 2-gallon thing in the fridge that keeps water cold. But I do go through a lot of like water bottles, because I'll put like my Spark in it, or I'll take it to like meetings, or I'll grab one if I'm like gonna go run errands or whatever. It's hot here, so you always want to have water. And I mean, obviously I drink them at my house though too, but I kind of go back and forth. It just kind of depends on how I feel. And then I buy like anything else like essential at the beginning of the month, because I get paid at the beginning of the month. So my biggest grocery bill is the beginning of the month. So I stock up on my water. If I'm like out of something kind of like essential, like if I'm running really low on like olive oil or something like that, I'll buy like the bigger one, you know, so I have it for a while, and things like that. And then I go once a week basically, and I have like my meal plan, like I have what I want to eat that week kind of like planned out, and I just basically buy those ingredients. So I only really have a few kind of like in case of emergency type of set. Like I have a couple boxes of pasta, some chips for salsa, which I don't have any salsa here, but those are kind of like leftovers from a game night that I had 2 months ago, that were never opened, so they're still good. And like if I have like a cereal box, things like that. So I'm kind of okay with reshuffling some of the pantry stuff, because I don't keep that much in the pantry that's mine anymore. I don't buy a whole lot of stuff that is most likely not going to get eaten that week. I mean, most of what's in the pantry is like Ovaltine, which lasts a hot minute. Like a jar of peanut butter. Jars of peanut butter last a while unless you're eating them literally twice a day, every day. So things like that, like, you know. Other than that, so I've cleared off a lot of the counter. I need to go through the freezer. I've gone through, I need to go through the baking stuff, and I need to go through like cookware and plasticware and my plastic cups, because I have so many Tervis tumblers and Starbucks tumblers. And honestly, as much as I love the Tervis ones, I have some really cute Snoopy ones. I honestly kind of like my my Starbucks ones better, and that's mainly because they have a straw. And they hold more. So I don't know. I'm going to have to be kind of cutthroat about that, because I have too many. It's ridiculous. I did get rid of a couple of mugs. None of them were the You Are Here mugs. Those are in a completely different room. So yeah, just slowly but surely, I'm just kind of going through every cabinet in my kitchen, and I cleaned every cabinet, like the fronts of the cabinets. I cleaned those. But I was taking a stitch break, and I've been working on, I've been kind of bad. You know, I was going to work on all, you know, like older whips to try and get some finishes and stuff like that. And I have been doing a really good job this month of working on the stuff that my group, the Dyed Panda, what they decided, what they picked. But it's been it's been kind of like a rough week. There's been some stupid drama at work, and then, you know, stuff with the animals. So I needed to pull this back out because this just makes me really happy to work on. And so I wanted to get some done on this. I really want to focus on this in August. So there's only 2 more parts left, August and September. So I'm just trying to finish this top motif. And then I'll probably put it away until August again, because I want to get my hate out soon. And I'm really close to finishing Halloween Town. I'm really close to finishing, or not finishing Halloween Cat, but getting it caught up to where all I need are the colors that I'm missing, which I got to finish more stuff to get those colors. Yay me. So that's kind of where I'm at. So I'm gonna finish this cream for the bee. And then I'm going to go back in my kitchen, and my friend is coming over probably around like 6:30, so I'm gonna cook here in a little while as well. So so far it's so nice. I really genuinely just love this cleaning out, but I'll show y'all what the counter ends up looking like afterwards, and the fridge and the pantry and all that. But it's really easy at this point to like cull stuff, but then I've just got to figure out where I want to rearrange it to, because I need to move around some stuff from some upper cabinets and the lower cabinets, because I forget that those things are there because they're smaller and they're in the bottom cabinets instead of in the skinnier, taller cabinets. They're like in the really deep ones. So I've got to play with it. I've got to figure out some rearranging maybe. So yeah, we will see. Okay, morning guys. So yesterday around 6 p.m. a couple of my friends came over, cooked some dinner, we watched some shows. I stitched while we did that, and I had gotten more done in the kitchen, but I didn't really film it. I'll show you where I got with my quotes to live by in a little while. I've got to go run a few errands, but I will show you, let me flip the camera around and I'll show you what I've done so far in the kitchen. The counters still have stuff all over them, and that's mainly because like I'm like shifting things around. I had to get a ladder out, which I need to put that back so that way I can go through other cabinets. So I've done all the top cabinets. And I've done one of the bottom ones. I need to do the bottom cabinets now. So let me flip you around and I'll show you what I've done so far for KonMari kitchen. So this is Potter's little corner, which I may end up moving his water and stuff back onto the floor, but he still has to eat on the counter because Gizmo can't get to this food. So what I did here, this door never used to close all the way because those bowls were too wide with these on the door, and I don't have one up at the top, so I just flip-flopped those. A little bit more rearranging that I need to do here. I got rid of some of my mugs that I use on the regular, and I cleaned out spices and things. These were cookie cutters and other baking things, so I made them make more sense, and everything but these two rubber molds or silicone molds are in the two containers for that kind of stuff, so that's nice. I will most likely keep this tea on the counter because that's just, and this stuff is just stuff waiting to be kind of like homed. This end of the counter, I put away the KitchenAid mixer and the Ninja base. Potter, are you kidding me? This used to be farther over here, so it's more like in this corner, and I have a cat. I will eventually have more working space whenever I finish going through everything, but in these cabinets, all my Ninja stuff has always been right here, but I finagled some stuff and I put it in here, and then my dishes are just always there. The other day I went through cups, so that's nice and reorganized. Let's see. Gotta move this out of the way. This top one over here is my main pantry, so again, more spices and things. I have chips and stuff up there, and my spiralizer for my mixer, which this will probably get moved after I'm rearranging. So basically, I'm going through picking what I want to keep or not keep as far as like kitchen appliance stuff goes. That's kind of the point that I'm at. And then rearranging is gonna be next. So this is the food that is left after getting rid of all the stuff with expired dates. But this actually, I mean, this doesn't look like a whole lot, and it's not, but I buy for what I need for like the week. So I keep just a few, you know, like things in here as like backups. Like this one used to be where like chips and like cereal boxes and stuff was. I still have like my olive oil and vegetable oil and vinegar up here and some carrying cases, but this is where I moved my KitchenAid mixer. So some of its like components and stuff are going to go up here with it. Which that's what this pantry is currently. This is like my other baking stuff storage. Down there is plasticware. Down here is pots, pans, that kind of thing. And then I have like cake pans and Corningware and crock pot. Under the sink we recently did because of that issue that we had. So there is 2 things in here that I'm going to get rid of just because I don't use them. But everything else is good to go. And I cleaned this out yesterday as well. So it's like my tea pitchers and my cups. And I cleaned out some stuff that I don't use there. And then I just need to kind of like reorganize the top shelf. The bottom shelf is dog treats, dog food, and this top one, I just need to reorganize that. But otherwise, that one is pretty good to go as well. And other than that, I need to do drawers. So I did the farthest one because that's where I put my meds and stuff, which I think I showed earlier, I can't remember, and batteries. And then I have like measuring cups and things in one, and then my towels, and all that's in there is my towels, which eventually I want to get different towels, but they work. And then the dreaded, the very much dreaded, the one for the silverware. That one I need to do, and I want to get a different silverware organizer for that. And then I have another miscellaneous drawer that has just random stuff and like medicine, like animal medicine. So that's kind of separated there. But the kitchen is literally, it's almost done. I've made so much progress, and I'm gonna work on finishing that today. And I need to like finish sweeping and mopping the house. I definitely need to mop. Put away laundry. I washed that last night, so I need to put that away. And then just picking up a little bit, and then the rest of the time will be stitching. So I'm gonna go run a few errands, and then I'll be back, and we'll see what the rest of the day brings us. So I will see y'all soon. So completely cleaned off on this side. I'm so excited. This is like the drawer that I still need to go through. And then this is the tea and Potter stuff. I'm not going to put his stuff on the floor just yet. I did get some new towels, but this is the one that I still need to go through. I want to move. There's another set of this organization behind it, and the one behind it is like the least used stuff, so I want to put that on the bottom, but all of that's my dad's. I moved some more of the KitchenAid stuff up here and cleaned this off, and then this is the other part that I need to like reorganize. It kind of looks crazy, but everything else got finished, so yay. Okay, so took another shower because just being very busy all day and up and down off a floor and just cleaning, and you get gross. So this week I pulled out quotes to live by because it's kind of been like a rough week, and I like working on it, especially whenever it has been a rough week. So I had the cream to fill in the banner, and the banner left to fill in, and then the whole word quotes, and then all of the back stitching on the top. So I finished the top motif. So pretty excited. I'm gonna put this back away. I haven't done May, June, or July's square, and August is right around the corner, so I'm gonna be behind by 4 months, but I'm gonna get this out in August. This is one that I want to get up to date in August, so I'll start working on those possibly like in the first few weeks, maybe the first week. I need to come off of this side and do this bit and finish the border on this side, but I'm kind of going to do that as I work on May through July's squares. So I got this up to date. Well, not up to date, but I got it at a good place. So the rest of the night, and I may go to sleep early because I'm exhausted, you guys. But I'm gonna work on this for a little bit, my Halloween town. So all this side is done. All I have left is this bit. I need to finish this cloud and this like well, this cloud, and there's a bat up here. And then I need to finish this attic area. And then I can move the hoop to include where these little tiny bits and bobs go. These. So that way I can work on getting this one finished. Okay, so I don't like to call this the I lied, but I ended up not stitching at all last night. I've just been kind of drained. I didn't stitch at all this morning before my dad and Jackie got here. But I am about to start stitching. I'm going to work on Halloween Town. I also just ran up to the store and got a new silverware drawer organizer, and I just cleaned out that drawer. So officially my kitchen is KonMari'd. It's just not fully arranged the way that I want it, like in the cabinets, but it'll get there. I'm not doing any more of that this weekend. Like, my knees hurt, my feet hurt from going up and down with cabinets. And I have 5, I think, trash bags, stuff that I need to find a box for, and 2, like, you know, like grocery sack size bags, and then 1 in the works from the kitchen. So pretty successful, I think, in terms of that. And an entire trash bin of rubbish, and literally I mean rubbish. So I am about to start working on Halloween Town. The last clip that you saw of it like a minute ago in your time is where I am. So time to work on that bakery. If you've been following me on the Dyed Panda, you'll notice like the last like week and a half I've been a lot quieter. I haven't done any lives. This week has been a really hard week as far as Haley goes. I know that I talked about it the other weekend whenever she went to the vet, about her dementia and stuff. And it's gotten bad, but, the beginning of this week, Potter got swiped in the face while I was sleeping one night, like towards the morning, which mornings are Haley's worst time of the day. A little bit of hair got pulled out. There was like specks of blood where hair got pulled out. And his eye was drooping for about 3 days. So the only thing that we can figure is that he tried to cuddle with her in the morning and she didn't know who he was. Most of this week, she's left the room whenever I've been in the room. And if I've gone to like go pet her, it's like fingertip distance. Like she'll get that close to you and then she walks away. But the last 2 days she's, like yesterday was pretty good. Saturday, it was pretty good. Potter's back to cuddling with her. Or she let him cuddle with her Saturday. Today though, he's had some excitement. He's back to peeing, but I'm distracting him from the couch and my bed with cat beds. So as long as he has cat beds, with a pee pad underneath them to reduce the cleaning that I have to do. So if you're having this issue, put a puppy pee pad underneath the cat bed. It works, I promise. So I've been doing a lot of laundry on cat beds. But my dad came up today so we could talk about kind of, I guess, like the fate of like Haley and Gizmo. he doesn't exactly agree with me that it should be within the next 2 weeks to a month. But we will see. So that's kind of where I'm at. I've just been staying off of everything just because it's been a crazy week at work, which I talked about. It's been a crazy week at work, which that got better, so that's good. But that was crazy at the beginning of the week, and then all the rest, like whenever I would come home, my dog didn't know who I was. Potter was freaking out because his best friend didn't know who he was, and whenever I would let her in, he would run away, you know, until the end of the week, whenever he had time to get over it, I guess. I don't know. And then there's Gizmo, who pees on pee pads and sometimes throws up randomly throughout the house. So, and she tries to escape every time the back door actually anytime any door to the outside opens, she runs right to it. So you have to know where she's at. If you're about to open up a door to the outside world, you have to know where Gizmo is at, because she's fast, she's agile for 18, she's super tiny. She's always been fast, even whenever she was 15 pounds, but now that she's like 7, good Lanta. She has like the speed of a toddler kitten again. But she's an indoor cat, and whenever they think that they're close to the end, they try to escape the house because cats don't like their owners to find them. So she's just been acting weird. It's been a long week, guys, so I kind of just needed to stay off. I've been wanting to record a Flossy video of some of the stuff that I've been working on, but I think I'm going to wait until this upcoming week at some point, like maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, just because this is going to go up tomorrow. And, you know, sometimes you just have to take that week or 2 break from social media. And I mean, I've kind of been on it, but not as much. Like, I've been like liking stuff and replying to stuff, but not so much posting. I did yesterday just because I was like, oh crap, I haven't been on the Dyed Panda in a while. But anyways, I'm just rambling. So that's basically what's been going on. I just kind of wanted to fill y'all in and just, yeah, kind of submerge myself in the KonMari thing this weekend. Decluttering the kitchen. Like, I love to cook, but like especially the last like month and a half, I haven't really wanted to, because I've just felt so like attacked by how much stuff is just always on my counter. I have so much kitchen stuff, but I don't utilize half of it very well because the storage is shit. So hopefully that will change now. I feel so much better, and like, actually, if I wasn't super full from our lunch, like, I want to go in there and just like start cooking stuff. That's like how it makes me feel. But I have so much counter space now. I love it. And you know, just next weekend is on to the next categories. So I'm pretty excited, actually. Definitely, if you're feeling like your whole life is in a rut, KonMari, I swear, it's been great. So anyways, that's where I'm at. I'm about to stitch and watch some Towie and not feel bad about it. And I will give y'all an update shortly. I'm ending for the night. I finished this top bit up here. There's a bat and some little stars and stuff, and I finished the little attic. I did the pink and 2 of the mushrooms and some of the side of the building and the door and the window frames, and finished the black in the awning. So just working on the purple for this side of the building, and it's coming along. I'm tired. I'm gonna finish watching Orphan Black, and I like just started it, and I could stitch that entire time, but I'm mentally exhausted, so I'm gonna go lay down and finish watching that. So I'll work on this more tomorrow, and Halloween Cat will go with me to work again. I was supposed to show y'all what that looks like. Hold please. I just kept forgetting. It's been that kind of a weekend. Why is this light not coming on anymore? Okay. Alright, so I have my floss wrapped up in it, so hold on. And I'll take it to the kitchen. So this last week at work, I finished this, and move out of the way. And I finished this part of the moon and brought it down, so now I'm just filling this in. Filled in some more of the hat, filled in this white, so now the white is done, or 3865. So that's done. So I have this to finish filling in, and the moon right here, and a little bit of black on the cheeks, the hat, the orange right here and right here, and then this peach color right here and right here. And then I have to finish the last pumpkin and the black of the other little baby cat. So, and then just to wait on colors going back in the box. So I did make some decent progress with that this last week. So, and I only worked on it like 2 or 3 of the days at work at lunch. So hopefully I'll work all 5 days on it and be able to get more done on Halloween Cat, because it'd just be nice to have, you know, it won't be finished, but it'll be as close to finish as I possibly can do right now, because I don't want to go buy skeins of those colors, because they are somewhere here. They're in a kit somewhere. Sorry if this week was a bit more of a down week. I just had a rough week. You know, we all have them. It just, you know, sometimes you just don't want the camera in your face as much. So I've been trying to keep it short and sweet, and being as positive as I can with the situations that are going on at my house. So I will see y'all next weekend. Bye guys.